Okay, so first things first, just want to let you know Tynee Explorer Pro now has belt drive or hub drive available. We don't have the belt drive yet, but we will review that on this channel as well. But definitely stick around for this hub version because it might surprise you. Okay, so let's first start off the deck. The deck is made up of Canadian maple, bamboo, fiberglass, and nylon. It's 38 inches in length and 10 inches in its widest part of the deck. It is utilizing 3mm padded grip tape, and the board is 35 pounds and the max load is 330 pounds. Now, just like the Generation 1, it is kind of a flat deck, but it's definitely wider than the first generation. I don't know, I feel like a lot of flex all-terrain boards don't have much concave besides the Evolve and the newest B1 Balrog X. The onboard Zeus Bamboo is flat, the Walgo AT2 is flat, the Flux AT2 is flat, the LaCroix Barrel is flat. So when it comes to flexible all-terrain boards, they're actually hard to come by with good concave. But the good news is it has some good drop down to it and you can feel the concave. I just prefer a little bit more. Now I think the Pro version is a little bit stiffer than the first generation Explorer, given its bigger battery and its additional nylon materials making the deck a little thicker. As for the trucks, the Tynee Explorer Pro is utilizing some traditional Kingpin trucks that are 10mm axles. Now at first, I didn't really love these. They were actually a little bit too stiff / sturdy for me. Now you also have the option to purchase the double Kingpin base plates just in case you want the option to have both. Now I haven't tried these yet because I prefer traditional Kingpin trucks, especially if they're really basic and they're not large. So I do what I normally do and I mix some crank barrels in these bad boys. I started with 2 crank barrel 93As in the rear, and then up front I went with the green 90As from Riptide, and it made it an entirely new board. You got the great carve, you got great stability, it's nothing crazy chunky and some over-engineered trucks. It's nice and simple and it does its job perfect. So here's the most interesting part about this all-terrain board. It comes with 165mm airless rubber tires, which means no more punctures, no more flats, but the rear wheels are 2 2500 watt Hobbywing hub motors. And if and when you wear down those rear sleeves, they're easily replaceable. Now, are they as comfortable as an aired tubed pneumatic tire? No, not quite. I would say they're about 10 to 15% less comfortable. Do they have good grip? Hell yeah, they have good grip. Are they as good as an aired tube pneumatic? I would probably say you can feel a little bit of a difference. Nothing crazy, but they will certainly still stick to the ground when carving aggressively. Now, riding through bad roads, off-roading, cracks on the sidewalks, you'll feel that a little bit more than an aired pneumatic tire with tubes, but again, it's not much. Now for the positive trade-offs. Maintenance-free. Actual maintenance-free. Unlike something like a gear drive where you have to upkeep the actual teeth and the bearings inside the gear drive itself, this is actual maintenance free. No belt snapping, no belt tension or pulley adjustments needed. Now, my personal favorite positive attributes about hub all-terrain setups like this is worry-free clearance. Riding over curbs, up thick driveways, off steps, rolling the board up steps, down steps, it's so easy. With the belt drive, sometimes you have debris, bags, or ropes getting caught up in your belts and it can throw you off your board. So with the hub all-terrain version, you have no motor mounts, belts, bash guards, or exposed motors to get damaged and look like crap. It's all concealed very nicely and you don't have to worry about anything getting caught, like pebbles in your belts or pebbles in your motor pulleys or even wheel pulleys. Also, when you hit things like this with the belt drive or even a gear drive, you make contact from the bottom of the board with the motor mount and it just slaps the board, sometimes even throwing you off. So you really have this worry-free kind of vibe, knowing that nothing's gonna get stuck, nothing's gonna make contact while you're doing 15, 25, even 30 miles per hour. You're not gonna get any punctures, so you can ride over whatever you want, whether it's glass, nails, or anything else that's in the road that will get in the way of your fun riding experience and will make you nervous instead of confident. This also has really good free roll, no wobbles in the tires because they're not unbalanced, no teeth clacking like in gear drives, no belt tensioning restrictions, and what I also like on top of everything else, it keeps it sleek. Having such a big battery setup that's also sleek and easy to carry around, that's whisper quiet, maintenance free, and has crazy good range is a giant selling point in my opinion. As for the ESC, the Explorer Pro is utilizing the version 7 Hobbywing 14S 9028. The heatsink is 30% larger than the last generation, which keeps the electronic components staying cool during aggressive riding and expands the actual life of the electronic components. As to the remote, no surprises here, but certainly nothing to complain about. Standard Hobbywing remote has everything you need, including the auto on and auto off feature. You got all the proper data right there. Battery meter for the board, battery meter for the remote. You got your reverse and forward, miles, trip miles, your speed, and speed modes. You can also click the bottom button 3 times to easily change it from miles per hour to kilometers per hour. The older Hobbywing remotes, you had to repair the entire remote just to change it from miles per hour to kilometers per hour. As for the battery, the Explorer Pro is utilizing a 14S 4P Samsung 50S just over 1,000 watt-hour battery. Now, in my opinion, for this size board, that is a very impressive battery setup. Now, supposedly the battery is an IP67 waterproof battery. That's according to their website, but I never suggest riding in any kind of wet conditions with your electronic skateboard. Okay guys, here we go. Giant hill test, same hill we always use on the Tynee Explorer Pro, which is the hub version. Speed mode 4, full battery. Let's see how she does. Alrighty, definitely got up there. It didn't struggle, but it didn't fly up the hill. Let's see the results. 21.2 miles per hour up the giant hill. Not bad. Okay, acceleration test, highest mode, full battery. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. As anybody would assume, a hub board doesn't have crazy performance. It's not slow by any means, but don't expect a crazy takeoff acceleration. I feel like it has this smooth yet tamed power that I think everybody would love, unless you're some kind of very aggressive, hard on the throttle kind of rider. Otherwise, I think the power is just fine. Okay, brake test at 15 miles per hour. 1, 2, 3, brake. Nice. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I thought it was going to be a lot weaker. Definitely good brakes for a hub setup. Okay guys, top speed test on the Tynee Explorer Pro. This is the hub version, speed mode 4, almost a full battery. Let's do it. Very smooth. Not jerky at all. Climbs up there. See, what's good about this, it's not crazy powerful, but it has just a smooth, consistent throttle curve. And I'm still going pretty fast. I like it. Nice. I don't think I broke 30 miles per hour, but it's plenty of speed in my opinion. Let's check the rider app. Yeah, 29.5 miles per hour. And towards the end, I was going up a slight hill, so it's possible it could do 30. As for range, I'm a 160-pound rider, and the temperatures were extremely cold outside. I rode in mostly speed mode 4 and did some off-roading. And of course, a lot of carving. I got a total of 27.5 miles with the Explorer Pro hub version. Now, for those of you who don't know, cold weather significantly reduces your range. So if you're anywhere in the world with warmer weather, you definitely will get better range. Final thoughts. The easiest way I can explain this board is worry-free, comfortably tamed, and an all-around good, reliable company. Tynee Board is a solid company, and I've had no problems with any other boards. I feel like they get more and more popular every year because they have a board for every type of different style rider. They also have a 1-year warranty, which is very good in the e-skate community. So if you want an all-terrain board and not worry about any kind of punctures, maintenance, belt snapping, debris getting caught in the belts, debris getting caught in the motor pulleys, debris getting caught in the wheel pulleys, or constantly upkeeping gear drives by cleaning them, lubricating them and taking care of their internal bearings, or even worrying about those teeth breaking during a hard acceleration or a hard brake, and you want good range, a flexible deck, and easy to carry around or to commute with, then this can definitely be your board. For under $1,300 with our discount code, I think it's a great deal, whether you go for the belt drive or the hub drive. Even though I personally prefer 2-in-1 belt drive boards because I like street wheels, this is definitely a good change of pace when I don't have to concentrate on every little debris or crack in the road because there's no motor mounts or bash guard to make contact and there's no way I could pop a tire. Having that worry-free, confident feeling makes the ride so much better. Thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Have a good one, guys.